Hello, everyone. This is your loving host, best selling author, radio and TV personality, Dr. Afshan Hashmi, live from a studio in Rockville, Maryland. And, folks, today I voted. But before I tell my story, I want to remind you that these are my two books. The first one is The Modern Mughal Mentality, New Strategies to Succeed in India and the Global Marketplace, and the second one is The Outbreak of a Monstrous Infection. When this book came uh, in 2015, there was lot of research going on Jugaad, the Indian buzzword. And in the second book, The Outbreak of a Monstrous Infection, it came before COVID. And in a very creative way, I have talked about bioterrorism. And in the first book, there are a lot of American companies, and I want American companies to sponsor this, or companies around the globe, so that this book is Amazon bestseller as well as hot number one new release. And I want these books bring food to the table, so I want a documentary to be made of this modern Mughal mentality. So all those documentary producers, please contact me at Afshan at drafshanhashmi.com. The second one is The Outbreak of a Monstrous Infection, and I want a movie or a web series made out of it, and it was also a Amazon bestseller. So, folks, I want these books to bring food to the table. So please sponsor my show also. And this show is syndicated, the one I'm giving in my doco series, from to 300 million listeners, and one I have on K4 HD radio, Meet and Greet with Dr. Afshan Hashmi, which comes at 6 p.m. US Eastern Time on Tuesday. So please, sponsor these two shows, because it takes a lot of energy, to talk about this show. And I would request, in Ladybird operation, I have been working till from 2015 till now, and I haven't got my pay. So please reimburse my pay, President Biden, Madam Kamala Harris, President Trump, and also AG Honorable Merrick Garland, that please see into the matter, and please reimburse me and whatever I have asked, for a settlement. Having said that, folks, today, I went to vote. But before I start that, let me read little bit from the Quran. This holy Quran. The slanderer. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Al-Humaza. Al-Humaza is an early Makkan surah, most likely revealed after Surah 75 Al-Qiyamah. It takes its title from the condemnation of every slandering backbiter in the first line. It was reportedly revealed regarding a man by the name of Al-Akhnas bin Shawrah, who was known to slander people both to their faces and behind their backs. According to others, it was revealed in relation to Al-Walid ibn al-Muqriya, one of the leaders of the Quraysh, who was openly hostile towards the Prophet, slandering him to his face and in his absence. Others say that it is a general condemnation, not one revealed in relation to any specific person or instance, although it is permissible to view something revealed in relation to a specific instance as having a general application. Like several other Quranic passages, the 9 verses of this surah focus upon the torment that awaits one who spends the life of this world hoarding wealth. In the name of God, the compassionate, the merciful, we vow unto even slandering backbiter who amasses wealth and tallies it, supposing that his wealth makes him immortal. Nay, he shall surely be cast into the crushing fire. And what shall apprise thee of the crushing fire? The fire of God ignited, which engulfs hearts. Truly, it is enclosed upon them in pillars outstretched. This surah just opened, and it is very very appropriate for today's topic. And I just opened it and this surah came. So now, folks, today I went to vote, in Potomac Community Center, and I was supposed to go to Montgomery County Executive Building, but I went there to Potomac Community Center, and I'm not very happy with the scenario which is being presented to me. In 2011 to 2015, my whole family was killed. My mother, my father, and my younger autistic brother. And I have been asking, Attorney General, Honorable Merrick Garland, President Trump, President Biden, Madam Kamala Harris, that please let me know that what happened in 2011 to 2015. We were caged, me and my husband, and they were beaten up so much. And that time President Obama was the president, and President Joe Biden was vice president, and Hillary Clinton was Secretary of State. So I have been asking this question, and I have been butchered. Whenever I ask this question, I have been butchered and beaten like anything. So today I didn't feel like voting. I just went to vote, and I just wrote some comments on the voting, and I didn't vote for anyone. I just wrote that, for the president of United States, I am going to vote for Rasoolullah, which means Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. And I wrote whatever concise place was there. I just wrote my little bit of a story. My husband is very sick. He has induced dementia and Parkinson, and he is on home health, and nobody is coming, to physical therapist, occupational therapist, or occupational therapist and a speech therapist. And it has been, told that it has been, his doctor has sent the referral, and nobody is calling. And yesterday, and last week, my phone, what happens is that my phone gets lost. And today somebody called me from one place, and they said, your phone is here, did you come on the weekend to eat? I did not go there to eat on the weekend. It's really weird, how my phone got there. And there were a couple of people, who were standing there and said, you didn't remember where your phone was? And everybody was so, you don't remember where your phone was? And these kind of questions, it was really weird. I went and I talked to the manager, who identified herself, and she didn't tell me the address or anything of that. It's a restaurant. And I just went there, and I just talked to the manager. So she said, can I see your ID? So I gave her my driving license. And why did she take my driving license? She can scan my driving license through the lens in her eyes, and my identity will be stealed. But I showed her the license, and she asked which phone. I said Samsung, and she brought it, and I checked it, and this is the phone. And the other thing is, whatever I wrote there, that I'm not happy with both the candidates, because they have agreements. President Trump told me that when he took the office in 2016, President Obama told him not to hire me because I give favors to big officers, and I am LTTE. I mean, what kind of and my because I applied for federal job, and actually they wrote on my thing that LTT, they can write anything about anybody. What is President Obama? You think you are God? And just see, I just opened the Surah Slanderer, and it says people who amass wealth, God will finish them. So one day, my judgment will come. And what happened was, they didn't hire me, but I was butchered and beaten up like anything, that this training, that training, you are going to FBI, you are going to secret service, I would hear. And I was butchered. Why I voted for President Trump was because in 2011 to 2015 I was beaten up, my family died, and they are droning. So President Trump gave me highest clearance to see what is going on, and but I never received a badge. I just did some case studies, I think with FBI. And after that, every day I go out, I do some case study, and I didn't know where to submit it. So I submitted it to the AG, and I'm still submitting whatever I do to AG. And this video will go to AG and President Trump, President Biden, as well as Madam Kamala Harris. So what is going on? Why the healthcare is so bad? I just didn't feel like voting, so I voted for RasoolAllah, or Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. We say La ilaha illallah Muhammadan Rasulallah. So Rasulallah, this is the first kalma. When if somebody becomes Muslim, they recite this kalma. So having said that, and the Shias, they don't recite this kalma, and I think President Obama says Barack Hussein Obama. So he is Shia thinking, or is he Shia mythology? So I am a Sunni, and this is the kalma where you become Muslim. I have been to Karbala and in Iraq, and there they would bring the dead body around the uh, around this uh, tomb, and there the Imam Hassan and Imam Hussein alayhi salam, the grand son of, let me see which one is in Karbala. It is for the shrines of Hussein and Abbas is considered a holy city for Shia. The city is best known as the location of the Battle of Karbala in 680 AD. For the shrines of Hussein and Abbas is considered a holy city for Shia Muslims. Tens of millions of Shiite Muslims visit the site twice a year. The martyrdom of Hussein bin Ali and Abbas bin Ali is commemorated annually by near 100 million of Shiites in the city. Up to 34 million pilgrims visit the city to observe Ashura, the 10th of Muharram, which marks the anniversary of Hussein's death. But the main event is the Arabian, the 40th day after Ashura, where up to 40 million visit the graves. Most of the pilgrims travel on foot and come from around Iraq and more than 56 countries. So, this is about Karbala, and I have visited this shrine. Now they don't do the kalma. I don't know when they many Shias from here, they go, they send their dead body to Karbala, and they just take a round of this shrine, and they don't la ilaha illallah, I heard. And after that, I don't know what they would say, and they would go and dump it in a big a big like it was something, like you dig a hole in, and it was a big pit, and they would dump the dead bodies in that. And my cousin showed me that, and I was so angry that, here at least you can the get your grave. There you don't have any grave, they just dump it, and then after that I don't know what they do. So I came back, and there was a Shia family, I told them, and they were so annoyed with me. I mean, I saw the truth. So having come to the point that why I am saying this is because I am a direct descendant of Prophet Abu Bakr Razi Allah Anna, and uh, uh, my family is very, 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 very pure, and our descendants came there and they settled in Pahatia in and we are one of the founders of Islam, direct descendants of Islam. I just didn't feel like voting, because why they are killing Muslims strategically around the world, both sides of the aisle. You see that they are supporting Hindutva lobby. President Trump, since he has incepted that he will stand since 3 years of age, I have seen President Trump, that one day you will go and meet him, and there is a spiritual connection. So when he stood, I really did conversing for him, because I was mutilated from 2011 to 2015. But he although he gave me security clearance, but I did not have a single money from him. Now Jack Smith comes, and he investigates me, that how much money did I get from President Trump. I didn't get a single penny from him. In fact, what they would sell cards at $10 here, $15 here, $35 here. I would give them. So, and I did not get a job where I wanted a job. And above all, then my husband's job went away, and my husband is so sick, and like I am really struggling. I'm not getting sponsorships. I am not getting my books are not selling, which brings food to the table. And what should I do? I hear through radio signals that you should go for prostitution. Do you think a direct descendant of Prophet Abu Bakr would go for prostitution? Are you out of your mind? So I was so angry. Whether you give me job or you don't give me job, I will never go that route. Having said that, folks, now I voted. I didn't write. I didn't even vote for a single candidate. And then I went to cast my ballot. So it says two things: you vote, or you don't vote. And my phone was not working, because this phone was lost, and the other, I took my husband's phone, and at the spot, it was closed. And I don't know whether you can take photograph or not. And I asked the lady before that, can we write on the ballot? She said, yeah, if there is a place you can write. So I did not vote for anyone. Then it says I did not vote. Now see the catch there. I already voted. Somebody can come and vote in my name, because the machine will say I did not vote. So this is called vote harvesting. I just remembered that point. And so President Trump and Madam Kamala Harris, you should have seen the ballot paper, that how if somebody doesn't vote. Did you do any clinical, any study on that, that if somebody doesn't vote and just write, what will be the options? There should have been a third option, that if you just write, then you have also voted. So and the girl didn't know what to do. So I said I didn't vote. Now if somebody goes and they didn't, I wanted to show my ID, but they didn't want an ID, to be shown. So anybody can go and say that I have voted. So I would request the election commissioner, whoever it is, let me go and see who is the election commissioner. It says Federal Election Commissioner, all commissioners. So it says Sean J. Coxey, Chairman Republican, and Alan L. Withrop, Vice Chair Democrat. So here it is. So these are the people, I would like them, to see what is going on. If I did not, if it says I did not vote and somebody went and vote in my behalf, then it is harvesting. The second thing was, I also asked in the primaries that I could not vote for my husband, on behalf of my husband, because he has Parkinson and dementia. So I wanted, to ask him whom he vote, and he told me what to do. And I couldn't vote on behalf of him, although I am his power of attorney. So what kind of game is this? Somebody might go and just say, I'm Sayyid Hashmi and this is my credential, and they would go and vote for that because that girl, I don't know who she was, the manager, maybe she scanned it, and she could go and say that I did not vote. Somebody might go. So this is vote harvesting. So be very careful how our rights are taken. What is the point in voting, if both sides of the lobby, they are only catering for Jews, they are only catering for Hindufta, and other religions, but nobody, talks about Muslims. Now when I said I will only vote when there is a public statement from President Trump that what the Muslims, what are the rights of Muslims in America, and I wanted Muslim lives matter to be made by President Trump or Madam Kamala Harris or Attorney General. And now I don't know what to do, because somebody would steal my idea, and then that person will be appointed as the Muslim advocate. I have been fighting for this from 2011, from 2016, because 2011 to 2015 I did not know what happened with me, how every day I get droned, every day my husband gets droned, but we are not paid, and I told them that I quit the program. Nobody told me what to do. They just, I used to see so many agents, following me, all federal agents, and I didn't know why they are following me, and army people and navy people and air force people, everybody was following me. So how scary it is, somebody, President Trump, if you gave me security clearance, then somebody should have come and talked to me and explained to me the whole procedure, and then this thing would have started, and Mueller investigation was started. Now just see, if there is a harvesting of votes, and all of these politicians, I came to know that President Trump has agreement with President Obama, and Director Comey has a liaison between both of them. Now just see, President Trump fired Director Comey of FBI, and here they are working together. So what kind of administration is that? And Director Comey found a press, and he has millions of dollars in that press. I wanted to interview him, but he never replied to me. So I don't know what is going on. And all my attorneys, I wanted to meet Attorney General, and all my attorneys have non-disclosure agreement with President Trump. I know about President Trump that they have no, and I'm sure they would have NDA with the Madam Kamala Harris or President Joe Biden. So what is going on? And there is so much of noise. There is so much of noise in my ears, and then sometimes my phone gets loud. Sometimes my emails get mumbled up. Sometimes, my husband's home health. So what do they want from me? They want to silence me. What it is it the biggest democracy of the world, or it is the Idi Amin way? Now see, glass bombing has started, and I'm feeling like with glass bombing or with Salma Sitara bombing, that you have those Salma Sitara, I have given it. It is just like a gota patti, and they break it and they throw it. So what is all this? Our rights are taken. There is no freedom. My Facebook page, I cannot open it, and it says its Facebook page does not exist. So what kind of environment is this? Twitter, I could not open because they said you have to upgrade it to yesterday I wrote that I will vote for RasoolAllah. So after that, my Twitter page is not open. So what kind of people is going on? I don't know. That what Twitter, I mean X, it's not opening. So after killing my people, the drones went from here, because PM Modi told me that the drones have gone from America, and President Obama President Obama is responsible for it, and Hillary Clinton is responsible for it. So why these drones were going to India to kill my parents? I know he supports Hindutva lobby, so they thought they will dump everything on PM Modi, but that is not the case. One of the conversations I had, and he told कि हमसे बहुत बुरे बुरे काम करवाए हैं. So PM Modi, why did you listen to them? What was your thing? And then polonium was transported from America to India, and also I have a feeling that in my father's grave polonium is there. So why are they framing me? All illegal drones, I saw in my house, so they wanted to frame me that I am the droning. So I have put and the highest security clearance, so that I can see, I have done my own research with my own money, and I can see that which drone is thrown. So I have kept my own names, and the government knows that. So in on my door I have put that if you break in, then White House drones will be activated. And I have written to AG, why do they want to frame me? For what reason do they want to frame me? Was I droning? What is wrong? That first you come and do butterfly operation from the back of my house, and parrot operation from back of my house, and cage me and beat me and my husband. And I saw President Obama and Hillary Clinton in my house. What should I do? What should I do? Like, nobody is listening. I no, I'm not getting a sponsorship. I'm just sitting like a lame duck in my house, and no money making. But I say I have a TV show with 300 million listeners, and I pay from my own pocket for this. So I need a sponsorships, and I need an answer for this from President Trump, President Biden, as well as President Obama, Hillary Clinton, and Madam Kamala Harris. When Biden administration came, I was again beaten up, butchered, and all. And they said, why do you say that President Trump is the best president ever? Well, I wrote a book. In this book, I wrote that. So it is competition between them. Then why they are targeting me, and every day we are butchered and beaten up? So what kind of environment is this? I did not vote. I vote for Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, or RasoolAllah. They both are the same. La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulallah. And we are direct descendants of Abu Bakr Razi Allah Anna, and Abu Bakr Razi Allah Anna's daughter, Aisha binte Rasool, was married to Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. So I call myself Anfal binte Rasool. And the Ansal thing, the Ansal thing, I call myself because I come from that dynasty. And see, I come from such a pure dynasty, and they want me to do prostitution, and then they want me to get a job. They want me to sit on couching on casting couch. That's what they want to do. That I will never do that. And I spit on these people who are doing that, and spitting on their face, that why they are asking such a pious girl to do that. Yes, my husband has dementia and Parkinson, but that doesn't mean that I will go and sleep with someone. So please, I want my all money back, and I want a job, and whatever I have asked from Attorney General. So please, Honorable Merrick Garland, please look into the matter, and please meet me, and please tell me what to do. AG Bar was used to cuff me and ask me, come and we will settle. I was not understanding the essence of it, and I was very sick, so I did not understand. So there is a case, and I know $100 million. Three people have got $100 million from a Justice Department. My case is bigger than that. So, and I'm not getting an attorney. So what should I do in that? So in lieu of that, I did not vote for anybody, and I voted for Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. And also, I said that please put my ballot paper in Rasulallah's roza, in Rasulallah's tomb. And these people, have drawn Rasulallah's tomb. A photograph of Rasulallah was sent to me in 2011 to 2015. And in that, they have drawn Rasulallah's roza. So just think, that is where Rasulallah and his two besties, Prophet Abu Bakr Raziallah Anna and Prophet Umar Raziallah Anna are sitting, are also in rest there. So if you drone somebody, you get hurt. So why did they drone Rasulallah's roza, and who is involved in it? I would like, I pray to Rasulallah and I say that Rasulallah, whoever is involved in this has no right to live, and that's what I want. So that, and I am a peace person, peace through strength. So I believe in peace, so I did this, and I did not vote. And till this thing is considered, I will not vote for anyone, till I am alive. If this is not settled, I will not vote, and I will just go and write my thoughts what happened. Having said that, folks, I want to say Allahumma Darood Sharif, which Rasulullah has given to our family. And it says, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammadin kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidum Majid. So this is the thing, and I love Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. I love Abu Bakr Raziallah Anna, and I love Umar Raziallah Anna. And I say, and when I went for my umrah, and these three kisses are for them, all three of them. And when I went for my umrah, there was a Shia people, a delegation came and they were shouting and howling there. And somebody I had with understand what they were saying. They were saying कि Bibi Fatima ko jo hai, you have kept them in Jannatul Baqi, and your friends you have kept here. So Shias have no respect for Prophet Umar Raziallah Anna, and they spread rumors about him that his wrath was very, very bad. There is no definite information on Prophet Umar Raziallah Anha, and people who say bad things about these three, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, Prophet Abu Bakr, peace be upon him, and Prophet Umar Raziallah Anha. I mean to say Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, Prophet Abu Bakr Raziallah Anha, and Prophet Umar Raziallah Anha. I will not, even talk to those kind of people, let alone meeting them, who criticize these kind of people, and I'm a very, very modern girl. So just don't think I'm radicalized or anything, or I am implementing Sharia law, because that's what, everyone says, that I'm implementing Sharia law if somebody talks about Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and his two besties, which is Prophet Abu Bakr Raziallah Anha and Prophet Umar Raziallah Anha. So I want that my ballot to be put in Rasulallah's tomb, and I would request MBS and Basha Salamat, that is Saudi King Abdullah, to please look into the matter, because I want that ballot to be put in Rasulullah's Roza, and I hope Rasulullah listens to my prayers, and let's see, what happens, I will. And Muslim Lives Matter, hashtag Muslim Lives Matter, hashtag uh, every life matters, and hashtag Rasulallah. I own that Rasulallah tag. So having said that, and I don't have it because that company from which I registered that belonged to President Obama, and he took away all my hashtags, and they say CIA has it. So CIA, if you have it, please return it to me, and I would request everyone that Diwali is coming. So I would just suggest that if you are not voting for any candidates and you are upset, you suppose Hindus can vote for Lakshmi, Goddess Lakshmi, because they pray for Goddess Lakshmi on Diwali, and Sikhs can vote for Guru Govind Singh, who, and wo Granth Sahib, which is kept in the in gurudwaras. And so you, whatever you can do that, and just let the authorities know that you have done this, or write to AG or something. That's what I will do. I will send this one to AG, and let him know that this is the situation. Having said that, folks, let me see what the constitution says. Federal Election Commission, FEC. So let me see what are the things to vote. Right to vote in America. Okay. So this is it, and it is from USA.gov. Who can and cannot vote? Learn if you meet the qualifications to vote in federal, state, and local elections. Who can vote? You can vote in US federal, state, and local elections if you are a US citizen. Some areas allow non citizens to vote in local elections only, including US citizens living outside of the United States. Learn more from the US Department of State about voting a US citizen abroad. US citizens who were born abroad and have never lived in the United States. Your eligibility to vote is based on the state where your parents last lived or were registered to vote. Then, dual citizens living in the United States or abroad are 18 years old on or before election day. In almost every state, you can register to vote before you turn 18 if you will be 18 by election day. Are registered to vote by your state's voter registration deadline. North Dakota does not require voter registration. Who cannot vote? Non-citizens, including permanent legal residents, cannot vote in federal, state, and most local elections. Some people cannot vote after being convicted of a felony or if they are currently serving time for other types of crimes. Rules are different in each state. To understand the laws, to understand the laws in your state, some people who have a mental disability may not be able to vote. Rules vary by state. US citizens residing in US territories cannot vote for president in the general election. So having said that, folks, I want you to buy my two books, The Modern Mughal Mentality, New Strategies to Succeed in India and the Global Marketplace. And I want a documentary to be made. So, all those documentary producers, please contact me at Afshan at Dr.AfshanHashmi.com. The outbreak of a monstrous infection. I want a movie or a web series to be made. So please contact me at Afshan at drafshanhashmi.com. And I would put this thing on the social media, or YouTube. It is live. So let's see, how many clicks I get. And if you have any comments, you can put it in the comment section. I would like to see lot of comments and lot of hits on this video, and people listen that. Having said that, folks, cheers and bye bye and Khuda Hafiz.